Hi, and welcome to Prepping Essentials.
It's 7 o'clock on Saturday the 7th of March, just on my way down to the land. It's not looking too bad weather-wise today, so hopefully we'll get lots done. Not quite sure what yet, but let's find out. Well, just arrived down at the land and was walking across towards the cabin and noticed my little friend the squirrel on the feeder again. Not quite sure if he'll let me get as close as he did last week, but it's nice to see the feeder being used. Yeah, he's keeping an eye on me. He's pretending not to, but he is. Well, good morning, Mr. Squirrel. He's determined to hang on right to the end. And he's away. I think it was the cracking branch that did it. But it's nice to see in the morning as he arrived down, a bit of company. So here we are. It's not a bad looking morning. And the forecast actually for today isn't too bad either. So hopefully we'll get quite a bit done. I am tempted to have a go at the Polytunnel this morning, even though I'm on my own, just to get the cover on to start getting it warmed up. But first things first, I'll get myself into the cabin, unpack my stuff and have a little think about what I want to tackle first. Well, if I am going to be tackling this Polytunnel today, one thing I do need to do is just put some wood preserver on these wooden battens, because I'll be using those to hold down the Polytunnel cover, and it'll be a pig trying to paint those on the cover. So if I get them done now, hopefully they'll be able to dry out and then they're pre-painted when it comes to fitting the cover. Well, that's the easy bit done. Got the wooden battens covered in wood stain, so that's okay. Typically got halfway through this and it started to rain, but fortunately it is only very light, so right now I'm not too worried. So off to a good start. Let's see where else we can get done. Just been doing a little bit of over engineering on the polytunnel frame. It's always worried me. The base I have no issue with, but the top, with that being the direction of the prevailing wind, it's always worried me that it might not be stable in high winds, so I've kind of gone completely over the top. I've got a substantial brace in. I've tied it into this cross beam here, and I've also tied it in to the top of the polytunnel as well. So hopefully that's not going anywhere now. I guess we'll find out in due course. Well, despite the fact that I'm going to be trying this single-handed, I really do want to have a go and try and get the cover on the polytunnel. I know it's probably not the wisest of decisions, but the wind isn't strong today, touch wood, so I'm going to give it a go and see how I get on. Well, that was a bit of a chew, but it's rough fitted. I just need to go inside now, and there are some tie-offs and clips on the inside to fasten the outer cover to the frame. So if I go get those on, hopefully that'll at least keep it in position a little bit more securely than it is now. Typical, I guess. The wind is starting to pick up. Didn't want that at all today, but what to do? So I'm not going to waste any more time with filming on the outside. I'm going to go and get cracking inside and hopefully tie it down. Well, that was hard, but actually in reality that's probably going to be the easiest bit, because now I've got to figure out how to install those battens on the bottom edge of the polytunnel cover to secure it to the base, and it needs tightening up as I go, so that's going to be extremely fiddly, and there'll probably be a fair bit of swearing involved. Well, it's 10 o'clock already. It's taking a fair bit longer to do than I expected, but pretty much everything always does take longer than I expect, to be honest. You always crop up with some little thing that you didn't know would happen, but so far so good. We've got two of those battens on. Just need to trim one for this last piece because it's obviously not as long. So we'll get that knocked in, and that'll be that side done. Then we've got the tricky bit of trying to tighten it up as we do the other side, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So far so good. Well, that's that side done. As you can see, or as you can hear, the wind's picking up. It's just blowing that pile of wood over. But that's that side done. Get myself quickly around the other side before this wind gets any stronger and try and get that side done. Well, we're cracking on with this other side. Got two of those wooden battens in. Just got to cut down a piece to fill the end, and that just leaves us the front and back to do. Not bad progress. Well, not too bad at all, making good progress. That side's done, the back is now done, and this other side is now done. So all that remains to do is the front. So let's get cracking with that. Well, that's the polytunnel covered and fastened down. How nice is that? I'm really pleased. It's been a bit of a struggle, but what to do? What I might do, well, I think we're 100% will do at some point, is put a proper door in this. Wow, you won't believe how warm this is in here. That's pretty amazing, really, considering the wind's blowing, and alright, there's a little bit of sun, but not a great deal. So we've got that support in the back there. All the raised beds are in and can now start drying out. And I do want to make some kind of a bench here at the back, but at least now I can do that out of the rain and the weather, which is nice. So we'll see how it stands up. Yeah, these zip doors are not great, I have to say, and I'm fairly sure that I'll have issues with those after a few months of constant use. So I will have to figure out how to put a frame in there, but for now I'm very happy with it. And I can actually start planting, which is fantastic. Well, it's nice to sit down and see a completed polytunnel. It's just gone 11 o'clock. It's taken quite a long time to get it done, but it's done. So I think I deserve to just have a 5-minute sit down with a cup of coffee and admire the view. Because with that little bit of sunshine, it is very, very nice. Just having a little experiment here to see if I can get a bench erected at the far end of the polytunnel. Something to work on with planting up seeds, and also somewhere to hold a water tank for watering the polytunnel. It's a bit of a faff. Sizes are a bit too big for me, so I'm having to experiment and make it up as I go along, but we'll see how we get on. Well, that's the bench in. I've got a nice top. I've got gaps so that the crap can be swept off. And I'm just looking now to see how I can get a couple of shelves in there. It's gone 1 o'clock already. Can't believe how quick the day's going. I know I say that pretty much every time lately, but it's true. The day just flies by. And I'll tell you what, working inside here, it's a bit warm, which is good because it means the plants can grow. But I'll finish sizing up for these shelves and see how we get on. Well, there we go. That's the little bench finished in the polytunnel. It's not looking too bad at all, to be fair. Just added little shelves underneath. I can start filling up now with all of my garden related stuff, get it out of the cabin and into here. Can't believe how warm it is in here. Really, really warm, and it's actually quite a very cold day outside. So that's a good bit of progress done today. A little bit of a mini crisis now in terms of doing other stuff. My cordless drill has stopped working for some reason, so those bottom shelves aren't screwed in yet. Hopefully it just needs a charge, but that's going to slow my progress today, unfortunately. But I'm still very happy. Polytunnel is up, shelving is in. It is really, really nice to be able to see the tunnel up in the field. Nice bit of progress done. I am very, very happy with that. Fingers crossed for me I don't have any problems going forward with the weather. Well, that's it for another day. Cabin's all locked up. It's getting a little bit grey. Sun's dipped. Polytunnel's looking very nice. Really pleased with that progress today. So I've got that done. Got the wood put away and tidied up. So it's time to go home. Another day and a bit more progress.
Well, that's it for this video. I hope you found something in there that was of interest to you. If you did like the video, please do click on the like button, and also please, if you haven't already, do click on the subscribe button. As always, welcome any comments, questions or suggestions you might have. I do get lots of comments and I do enjoy reading them, and there are some good tips for me in there as well in many of the comments. Have you started planting yet? What do you think about the polytunnel? Would you do anything extra or different? Let me know in the comments section below. But for now, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.